I was really sleeping. And you know, the funny thing is, when he asked me to leave, like when he kicked my stuff, his boss called him and told him to do something else. And he was like, oh no, I'll be there in a minute. Like, I don't know what type of job or what type of boss he has, but I know if I were to ever tell my boss, oh, well, no, I got to handle this situation first, and my boss is telling me, get over here now, and he's like, no, I got to go deal with this person that's sleeping on the bench. Like, I don't know. I don't think I would still have that job, but it beats me. No, but I just want to show y'all the example of, you know, what goes on when I'm sleeping. It's very hard for me to find a place to sleep where I don't get bothered. The area is clean and safe, and I don't get trespassed. It's very hard to find that these days, but okay, so let me, because that's not even the reason why I even started recording this video. I really wanted to talk about something else, but that was just, I guess, a quick side note, because I just felt inspired to record them because they started taking pictures of me, and I just feel like their whole approach was just very disrespectful, especially considering that I was knocked out. But whatever. It was just like, I mean, everybody knows that they're harassing me, because everywhere I go, there's a group of people who are starting problems, you know. And like, say for instance, I'm in a business establishment, right? And I'm talking to the people there, and I'm trying to see what type of services they have and whatnot. And then there would be these group of people that would come, and they would like they would literally dominate me, and they would try to, like, I don't know, intimidate me or scare me into being quiet. Like, it was like in a way where, like say for instance, I'm going to a fast food restaurant, right? And I'm getting me something to eat, but I'm looking at the menu. It would be a group of people that would come inside the restaurant, and they would surround me. And the employees there were looking at me funny, because they're wondering why a group of people are following me inside the restaurant and hovering over me like that. So I'm getting looked at funny by people that, you know, are observing what's going on, and they're not involved, and they're looking like, why are these group of people all up on you, like all in your face like that? So it would be stuff like that. And then, like, say if I was ready to order something to eat, and I go up to the manager, then like 4 or 5 people will jump in line before me right at the moment where I'm about to order. So then I have to wait, right? All right, so now it's my turn to order, finally, right? Then a group of people would start criticizing like what I'm ordering, and none of this stuff matters. But when you have people doing that every day, it's like, I don't know, it's weird, it's strange, you know, it's strange. And then, like, okay, so say if I'm like, oh, I want to order, you know, some fries and a double Whopper, you know, extra cheese, and then they'll be like, oh, you getting a what? Like, it's just like real childish stuff, like real childish, but it's like the body language and the context of the situation is very disrespectful. But, you know, say if I'm ordering, they'll talk shit about what I'm ordering, and then I'll be talking to the employee about something else, like asking maybe about specials or, you know, something else, and then they'll like, if they notice that I'm ignoring like the lighthearted stuff, like the stuff that's really it's not offensive, or it's not like it's rude, but it's not like offensive. It's like lighthearted. You know what I mean? Then they'll start being like outright disrespectful, like, bitch, shut the fuck up, or stop fucking talking, or you talk too goddamn fucking much. And I'm like, damn. Like, in my head, I'm thinking, I'm just getting something to eat, but the cashier's looking at me funny, like, why are they talking to you like that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just awkward. You know, I've kind of learned to just ignore it and just let it be. But if you have somebody like following you around every day, and they're telling you to shut up, and like, say I'm on the phone with somebody, like, they'll follow me, find out where I'm at, and they'll listen to my entire phone conversations, and they'll be like, shut the fuck up, you talk too goddamn fucking much, don't answer, don't say nothing, shh, shut the fuck. Like, imagine somebody in your ear always, you know, you know, trying to dominate you like that. And then most of the time when I'm talking, if I'm talking on the phone with somebody that I know, I'm not even talking about them, not even thinking about them, unless their behavior gets to the point where I have to tell somebody that I trust and that I know what's going on. But most of the time I'm not even talking about them, and they're having an attitude, eavesdropping in my conversations, all of that. Like when I go somewhere public, say if I go to a resource center, right, and they're asking me questions, you know, so that they can get my information, and then say I'm asking the employee questions about like what's going on and stuff like that, like, oh well, what services do you offer, or oh yeah, that's another gang stalker. I didn't even, a lot of times I'm just so used to their disrespect, I just ignore. Because there's, I mean, the only thing I could do is just let a higher power handle it. Like, I'm being protected by the universe, so that's all that really matters at this point. Their attempts at trying to get me mad and intimidate me, I try to let it go. Sometimes I do have my moments where I get angry, and I will cuss them out. I will get into it with them. There's a few people where they've gotten so aggressive I had to beat their ass. But for the most part, nowadays, I just ignore it, because I learned that if I feed into it, it's gonna make them feel threatened. It's gonna make them feel riled up, and it's gonna make them feel like they need to get more aggressive. So I just try to let it go. I just try to let it go. And I was advised by many people that, you know, that knew what was going on, you know, and they were in a real position of power, or they were like mature, and that they're the mature ones in the situation. They were just like, you know, we know what's going on, and it's clear what's going on, and, you know, they're desperate, and just let it go. Just let it go. But tonight was just one of those situations where I guess they caught me slipping. I was knocked out. They came at a specific time, and yeah, I was knocked out. I was sleeping. I finally got some sleep. Sometimes it's hard for me to get sleep at night, so when I actually do get some sleep, it's kind of like a miracle, because yeah, I be real tired. Sometimes, you know, I be up all day. Sometimes I have to get up early in the morning to get breakfast. And like I said, it's hard to find places to sleep at night or to go to sleep, because I get harassed all the time. They don't take a break. They don't take a break. But yeah, I get harassed every day, all day. Like when I say 24/7, I'm literally not joking. I'm not exaggerating. It's 24/7. So if I'm recording a video and I'm walking, and like somebody walks up behind me, or they walk up closely to me, you may not be able to see their face. You may see like their outfit or their outline or whatever, but you may not see their face. Or if you see their face, you may not know their name. I may not even know their name, but they're there. I'll call them out, because I see them a lot of times. I see them, and some of them are, I guess, they're struggling with financial problems, and they're kind of like, some of them are maybe doing slightly better than me, like financially wise, or they might be doing about the same. But I guess I can recognize them, because some of them will wear the same clothes, and that's how I'm able to pick up on them. And then some of them, like, you know, they have something distinct about them, like glasses or their voice, or, you know, something like that that'll give them away. But back to the part where I was talking about, like, say if I go to a resource center and I'm talking to the representatives there, and they're asking me questions, and they're getting my information, and I'm asking them questions, like, you know, seeing what services they offer, then the gang of bullies will enter that establishment, and then they'll start picking up the abuse again. They'll start being verbally attacking, and, you know, they'll say things like, you know, shut the fuck up, don't answer, like trying to get in my head to like make things more difficult for me, so that it's harder for me to get help I need and get off my feet, stuff like that. They'll do stuff like that. Or a lot of times, you know, they'll block my mail from coming in. You know, some of them have, like, they're able to call the shots, or like they know somebody that's in power, and so they're able to blackball me, or, you know, like blacklist me or whatever. So if I have my mail sent in through the homeless shelters, a lot of times most of the mail that I am supposed to get, I don't actually, it isn't given to me. It may have been received in the mail, and my P.O. box may have gotten it, but they're not giving it to me. They're either throwing it in the trash or they're taking it for themselves. And that, my guess is that's how they steal my identity, is by getting my mail. That's how they were able to get me out of a job and force me out on the streets. Because I mean, most of the jobs that I have, most of the under-table jobs, they only hire specific people. I've been discriminated against when it comes down to getting like under-the-table type jobs where you do like a cleaning job. Like say they have you mop and then you get like $20 or something like that, or you clean around. And like I tried doing that and they won't pay me. You know, I got Alfonso blocking my finances. So yeah, Alfonso is one of the people that's blocking my finances. So anytime that I get paid electronically, he makes sure that I don't receive it, and he reaps the benefits from it. And then, you know, like I was saying at the resource center, if I'm asking questions or answering questions, all I get the whole entire conversation: shut the fuck up. You talk too motherfucking much. Stop fucking talk. And a lot of times I'm talking to somebody else, and then they'll say, stop talking to yourself. And I'm like, like in my head, I'm kind of confused, because I'm like, I know that the whole objective is for me to, like, I guess to attack my confidence and to make it to where I don't go to anyone for help. But I just think it's strange, the word choice. Like if I'm talking to somebody, why do they, you know, I don't know, it's strange. I guess when you're dealing with somebody that's narcissistic or that has a mental illness, you know, some of the things they do, there's no explanation for it. You know, if their whole entire objective is to conquer you and to dominate you and to traffic you, you know, to use you up, to energy harvest you, to drain you of your energy, to attack your confidence, it doesn't really matter, I guess, what they do or what matters what they do. But as far as like what they say, I guess after a certain point in time where they disrespect you too much and everybody is aware of it, it does matter. But I don't know, they'll just, I guess to them it's like it doesn't, maybe it just doesn't matter to them, that as long as they're doing or saying whatever it is that gets under my skin or that makes them feel better, they're gonna do or say whatever it is that either gets under my skin or that makes them feel powerful, or that, you know, maybe it eases their desperation. So that if they do something or say something, even if it's illegal, like racially profiling, or I could have charged that officer with assault because he kicked my foot and my ankle, and then he like poked my back really hard with a I don't know if it was a flashlight or, you know, one of those like security pole sticks or whatever, but he poked my back really hard. It was an assault. But a lot of times when I make reports, I never hear back from anybody. Like, I've pressed charges in many situations. I've gotten restraining orders, protective orders, injunction against harassment, and nothing changed, nothing happened. So I'm starting to question if there's like some type of like corporal neglect, because everybody knows who these individuals are. Even when I don't recognize them right away, everybody in the community knows who they are. Like, and the police are involved and they're watching what's going on, and, you know, I guess they don't give me a hard time as much because I mind my business and stuff like that. And they know what's going on, and if anybody makes a report against them, the police act. It's just the people that are above the police, like the higher ups, that are neglecting what's going on. I can't even, at this, like, most times I would say something bad about the police because of police brutality, but lately a lot of bad cops or corrupt cops are being fired or investigated. I have to give them credit. I have to give the feds credit for that. A lot of bad ones are being fired. A lot of the corrupt ones are being fired or investigated to the point where you already know they're going to be fired. Like, after all the stuff that they're being investigated for, You know, most of the time when there's an investigation going on, they already know that you're guilty. Most of the time. I'm not saying that